Hello, my name is Robert Brewster, and the name of this game is called Whiffle Wall. This is a lead-up wiffle ball game for grades 3 through 5. The equipment needed for this game will be a wiffle ball bat, a wiffle ball, or even maybe a small gator skin ball for younger grades, a batting tee. If you don't have access to a batting tee, you can use cones to make a tee out of, and then you're just going to need some sort of boundary markers. There is not a lot required to set up this game. This game will be played against a wall somewhere, which is represented by the dark blue line here at the top of the screen. So you'll want to spread your students out all across the gym, because it's better to play this game with maybe 7 to 8 students per area, because the areas don't have to be real big, so therefore you can make several different playing areas going on where a lot of students can be involved at one time and there's not near as much standing around and waiting time. But you will start by placing a tee on the ground, or as I stated earlier, cones if you don't have a tee. You will place the tee about 20 yards or so from the wall, and from there you will place boundary markers running out like fair and foul lines. I have used the orange dots in this diagram to represent the boundary markers. This area between the boundary markers and the wall is going to be the fair play playing area. Next, you will place one student up to bat, and the rest of the students will be scattered out along the wall. The way this game is played is very simple. Each student will start off by getting 3 swings apiece. In this diagram, I have showed that the first swing is the dotted line, which is a ground ball. If the student hits a ground ball that gets past the students protecting the wall, if I haven't mentioned yet, the students on the wall are playing defense, and their goal is to not let the batted ball touch the wall. But the dotted line represents a ground ball in this picture. If a ground ball hits the wall, it is worth 1 point. The solid gray line in the middle that goes all the way to the wall represents a line drive. If a student hits a line drive that hits the wall, they will receive 2 points for it. The third curved gray line on the left just represents a ball that was caught or knocked down by a student. This will result in no points. Students may also not hit the ball over the head of the students. If they hit the ball way over the head of the students, they will receive no points, because they're trying to work on hitting line drives and ground balls in this game. Lastly, after a student gets 3 swings, they will rotate from hitting to the left in the field here, as I have shown with the red arrows in this diagram. The student on one end on the far right will come to bat, and the student that's batting will go to the end, and they will just rotate in a circle that way. The student that has gained the most points at the end of each round will have won that round. You can change the game up by adding more or less swings. You can also use a different ball. If you've got younger students, you might want to use something softer than a wiffle ball, like a small gator skin ball perhaps. You also might have to adjust the distance of your tee. You can either scoot it up or back depending on how the game is going. You want your students to use correct swing and fielding mechanics while playing this game. The picture shown on the left of the subject batting here. You want your students to have the feet shoulder width apart. They want to start with rhythm, their bat slightly off their shoulder. They want to load stride, and then they want to, as they're rotating their backside, throw their hands at the ball. Try to keep their hands inside the wiffle ball and hit a hard line drive, a ground ball, and then they want to extend their hands after contact. When fielding the ball, as shown on the right, students want to have a good athletic wide base. They want to shoot their hands way out in front of their body. They want to have a good flat back, keep their head up, eye on the ball. They want to use their opposite fielding hand and have it on top to trap the ball in. Again, the name of this game was Whiffle Wall. Got the source of this game from watching many different YouTube videos. Thanks for watching.